There are moments in a believer's life when the heart feels tired of asking. You raise your hands again and again, whisper the same dua in every salah, cry in the quiet of the night, and still nothing seems to change. Days turn into months, months turn into years, and slowly a painful thought enters the heart. Why is Allah not answering me? This question does not come from disbelief. It comes from exhaustion. It comes from longing. It comes from a heart that truly wants relief. Islam does not shame this question. Allah knows the weakness of the human heart. He knows that waiting is painful. He knows that silence feels heavy. And He knows that unanswered du'as can shake even strong faith. But Islam teaches us that silence from Allah is not absence, it is intention. When Allah delays an answer, it is never because He did not hear you. Allah hears every dua the moment it leaves your lips. He hears what you say out loud and what you whisper inside your heart. He hears the duas you make with words and the ones you make with tears. Nothing is hidden from Him. The delay is not about Allah's ability, it is about Allah's wisdom. Many people think an unanswered dua means rejection, but Islam teaches us that Allah answers every dua, just not always in the way we expect. Sometimes Allah gives exactly what we ask for. Sometimes He delays it. Sometimes He replaces it with something better. And sometimes He protects us by withholding what we ask for. If Allah answered every dua immediately, many people would be destroyed by what they asked for. You may be asking Allah for something that would hurt your faith, drain your soul, or derail your purpose. But Allah sees the full picture. He sees the future consequences you cannot imagine. So He delays not to punish you, but to protect you. Waiting is one of the hardest tests because it challenges trust. It is easy to trust Allah when things are going well. It is much harder to trust Him when nothing changes. Waiting forces you to rely on Allah without proof, without signs, without reassurance. And that kind of trust is deeply beloved to Allah. When Allah delays an answer, He is often strengthening your relationship with Him. Think about it. When life is easy, people forget to make dua. When everything is going well, hearts drift away. But when you are waiting, you keep returning to Allah. You speak to Him more. You depend on Him more. Your heart stays connected. Sometimes Allah delays because He wants more from you, not more words, but more growth. He wants to purify your intentions. He wants to refine your patience. He wants to deepen your faith. The waiting period is not empty time. It is preparation time. Many people only focus on what they are waiting for, not who they are becoming while waiting. Waiting humbles the soul. It breaks arrogance. It teaches surrender. It reminds you that you are not in control. Allah is, and that realization, though painful, is spiritually powerful. One of the greatest dangers during waiting is despair. Shaitan whispers that your dua is ignored, that Allah loves others more, that your situation will never change. These whispers are poison. Islam teaches us that despair is not from Allah. Hope is from Allah. Allah loves when His servants keep asking, even when answers are delayed. Every dua you make is worship. Even if the outcome is not immediate, the act itself brings reward. Your dua is never wasted. Sometimes the answer to your dua comes in a different form. You asked for relief, and Allah gave you strength. You asked for change, and Allah gave you patience. You asked for ease, and Allah gave you closeness to Him. These answers may not look like what you wanted, but they are often what you needed most. Waiting also teaches you that Allah's timing is perfect. Humans rush. Allah does not. Humans see urgency. Allah sees eternity. What feels late to you is always on time with Allah. Think about how many things you once wanted that you are now grateful never happened. At the time, the delay hurt. Later, the wisdom became clear. This is how Allah works. He reveals understanding after patience. Unanswered duas also remind us that this world is not Jannah. Islam never promises a life without struggle. It promises meaning within struggle. Some du'as are answered fully in the hereafter, where rewards are multiplied beyond imagination. If Allah compensated you for patience only in this world, it would still be enough. But Allah stores rewards for the hereafter, rewards so great that believers will wish their hardest du'as were never answered in du'a so they could receive more in Akhirah. Waiting does not mean you stop living. Continue striving. Continue working. Continue doing good. Trust Allah while taking action. Islam teaches balance, reliance with effort. If your heart feels heavy from waiting, return to Salah. Salah realigns the heart. It reminds you that Allah is greater than your problem. In sujud, pour your heart out. Allah is closest to you there. Talk to Allah honestly. Tell Him you are tired. Tell Him you are confused. Tell Him you are struggling to wait. Allah does not get offended by honesty. He loves sincerity. Do not compare your journey with others. Some people receive quickly. Others receive later. Some receive differently. Allah distributes according to wisdom, not favoritism. If Allah has delayed your answer, it is because something better is forming either within you or ahead of you. One day, you will look back at this waiting period and realize it protected you, strengthened you, and redirected you. You will thank Allah for not answering your dua the way you wanted. Until that day comes, remain hopeful. Remain patient. Remain connected. Allah never ignores a sincere heart, and what Allah has written for you will reach you even if it takes time.